What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review this new studio album from EDO.G entitled FreEDOm. EDO.G has been around since, like, I believe the late 80s. I want to say um, hit his hit came out in like 91. It was titled Gotta Have It. And he's a Massachusetts guy, and uh, really, to be honest, other than Guru from Gangstar, I didn't know too much about Massachusetts hip hop, like there really being a scene, like other MCs out in Massachusetts, until I found, Mr. Liff, um, a few other guys, Slang. I believe there are a few other guys that I haven't necessarily, like, I know of, but haven't reviewed their projects. They're from Massachusetts. Ed being from Massachusetts, he's from Roxbury, and he's been around since the late 80s. And when did that single come out? 91, 92? Um, I can't even. It doesn't say it here, but then again, it is Wikipedia. It's not always the best. It's not always the best source, even though it's people's main source most of the time, though. But yeah, EDO.G, definitely OG. Been around, like I said, since the late 80s. This is a new project. I knew that this project was coming out because it not only did it come up on 2017 in hip hop music, the tab on Wikipedia.com, but it also, I saw the Boom, the single on this album. I saw the music video, and I believe I posted it to OKThough.com because I check the emails daily for OKThough.com to see who submits what and if we're gonna post it or not, and other emails that we get for the site. So I knew this project was dropping. When I saw Boom, I knew I was gonna drop the single on the site, but I also knew at that time, like, I'm definitely gonna check this album out. And I have to say, this album is pretty damn good. This is one of the best hip hop albums of 2017, if you ask me. Just the feel, the vibe of it, and it's definitely gonna be one of the best underground hip hop albums of 2017. I think it's gonna be a lost jewel. Potentially, it's gonna be one of the lost jewels of 2017. And I don't even mean lost like the people even in the underground are gonna forget about it. I mean nobody who cares about um, mainstream music is gonna care about this. Anything that's really underground and not really mainstream. So it's gonna be forgotten. Like essentially every underground hip hop album is gonna be uh, forgotten or a lost jewel or a found jewel. Let's go ahead and get right into this, though. I don't cover every track here, but I will say the first track, FreEDOm, it really, uh, really, I don't even want to say wraps it up, but it sets the tone for this album, what it's about. It's the title track, and yeah, just talking about. Well, first let me say this clever line that he said. I didn't invent Rain G. I got the best umbrella. I was like, oh, okay. And this beat is the shit. Just like the next track, it is the beat. I think it's cool. And really, on this track, what he's saying is just it is what it is. If you ask me. The third track, Hate. This is him saying, like, man, I'm out here trying to build, but I'm receiving hate from inside and outside the black community, but really inside the black community. He's getting it from black people, and how who are desperate for attention, how the black community just seems desperate for attention, and how black people seem to hate each other more than they love each other or themselves. And it's just a great beat featuring Marcella Cruz and Ethan Black. The next track I want to talk about is, I want to say this was the fifth track. Let me see. Yeah, the fifth track, Smoke, featuring Master Ace. Master Ace, OG legend, one of the greatest rappers of all time, without question. One of the best hip hop, one of the best discographies in hip hop, without question as well. Great beat, great feature. This is talking about how drugs, anything really that brings people down, is just a smokescreen. It's a distraction. The next track is my favorite track on here, Left Behind. It's a beautiful track because the beat's beautiful, the message is beautiful, and really all the message is just love. How we get it, how we you know, perceive it, how we and give it as well, and share it, pass it around, and not always in the best ways, but yeah, in the types of love that we get. The next track is Hustle slash Gamble, and this is another beautiful beat on this track, and the message is real if you ask me. I think he's trying to say like hustle gamble, just hustling, like just having the uh I guess balls, but just having the will to hustle is a gamble in itself. The next track, Beast. Well, the next track I want to talk about, Beast. I gotta say, this is almost like you're hunting. Like this beat is like you're hunting, you're on the prowl, like something's coming for you or you're coming for something. Like it's like a primal state, if you ask me. Very lyrical shit. Um, he's just talking like being a beast on the microphone and just a beast in beast mode. I can just feel the hunger from him on this beat, and just the hunger in the beat is like a beast is coming for you, like on the prowl, like about to do some shit like that. It fits. It definitely fits. And the last track I want to talk about is Brick Buildings. And on here he's talking about, coming up from the brick buildings, like growing up in them, being raised, and on some real lyrical shit, especially on the first verse the way he comes out. I was like, oh shit. And I thought he was gonna, I mean, he does keep it up, but that's the thing with EDO.G here. I didn't get tired of it. Some rappers will be trying their ass off, and I'm like, okay, you tight. Stop trying so fucking hard though. I didn't get that from Ed. He didn't seem like he was trying that hard. He was just going. Other rappers, you can just hear it, like they're struggling to freaking catch their breath or hold it while they're rapping, and they start doing, like, oh no, don't do that shit, please. Like make it look almost effortless when you try to go in like Ed did here, please. but um, but yeah, that's really only tracks. Well, I covered most of the tracks, 9 out of 12, and there's not a track on here that I didn't like. This was a very good album. Um, I'd say that this is for me, I'd say it's a 7 out of 10, which means I'm giving it a circle or a dot, because you know my rating system. If you don't, just check the description below. You'll know what the rating system is, like what that means. But I'll go ahead and tell you. An X means it's straight trash. A blank means it's kind of a chore to listen to. A dot means it's good, it's decent. A check means 7.5 to like an 8, and that's very good album, like fantastic. And the 9 to a 10, that's a like instant classic, like masterpiece. And I think the X is like a 0 to like a 2 or 3, 3.5 to like a 4.5 is a blank, and 5.5 to a 7 is the circle, the dot. So yeah, this is a 7 circle slash dot for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, damn good album. Like, damn, 30 years in the game. EDO.G still got it, putting out good shit. Like, my goodness. And if you haven't heard this album, I definitely recommend you check this out. If you haven't heard Gotta Have It from EDO.G, like, in his day, shit. Especially if you're from Massachusetts. I know I have some guys who watch me from Massachusetts, who will just subscribe to the channel, but guys that I'm cool with, um, who are from Massachusetts, I'm definitely gonna have to put them on. Not even put them on, like just make them aware of at least this album or Gotta Have It, because like there's some shit coming out of Massachusetts. Oh yeah, Cousin Stiz, he's from Massachusetts as well. I think he's from Boston. So yeah, there's a Massachusetts hip hop scene. It's not just Guru. It's not just EDO.G. But if you didn't know, like I didn't know, EDO.G is essential to the Massachusetts hip hop scene. And there's probably more. Mr. Lift too, and guys like that. So I'm definitely gonna have to get more. I'm gonna have to dig deeper, get more invested into this hip hop scene, because just the Northeast, they just make the best like sounding traditional hip hop. But you know what to do. Hit the like button, share the video. If you like the review, at least hit the like button, share the video, subscribe if you're new, check the description, so you can get my social medias, even my PlayStation Network, my PayPal, my Venmo, my Square Cash, my Bandcamp, my Patreon, and those 5 in particular are for if you want to support my movements as far as YouTube, music, entertainment, etc. Um, like I said, if you haven't heard this album, check this out. You're not going to be disappointed at all. If you like traditional up north, like northeast boom bap, feel good hip hop, like it just sounds like this time of year. And as it gets even colder outside and it gets gloomier outside, like this is the shit to have. So go ahead and check this out. Thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time. A lot of albums that have dropped in the past week, well, week and a half, 2 weeks. So we're gonna see how many albums I actually review, how many I just having a new album summarization video, albums recommend, or a discussion, um, or whatever albums that I'm like, damn, wasn't even worth checking out, and don't talk about it all. Until next time, I'm out.